When you launch Excel, it's going to open up by default in something that we call the start screen. You only ever really see this screen in this configuration, this exact layout, when you launch Excel for the first time. So let's take a quick look around at some of the things that we have on this page. Notice over on the left hand side, we have three icons: Home, New, and Open. Currently, I'm clicked on the home page, and we can tell that because it's highlighted in dark green. So what do we have on this home page that's going to be useful to us? We'll look at this section at the top called New. This is where we can go to create a new blank workbook or maybe select a template. The templates that you can see running across the top are ones that I've created, my own personal templates. If you look over to the right hand side of the screen, just under those templates, you can see there is actually a link to take us to more templates. Now it's worth noting at this stage that within Excel, there are hundreds of Office templates that are free for us to use. I'm going to talk to you more about templates, how to use them, and even how to create your own in one of the later lessons. But for now, just know that if you need to access the full library of templates, you can click the More Templates link from this home screen. Underneath our New section, we then have Recent and Pinned. This area allows you to access files that you've opened and used recently. You'll see under the recent list that this is basically all of the files I've worked on over the last couple of days. In the date modified column, you can see that I've been into most of these files either today or yesterday. The number of files you see listed in recent is dependent on what you have set up in Excel options. By default, Excel shows 50 recent documents. Later, I'll show you how to modify that number. This area is really great if you just want to quickly access something you've been working on recently. Now, one thing to remember about this list is that it's what we call a dynamic list, meaning it's going to change all the time. As I open new documents, those will appear at the top of this list and the ones at the bottom will eventually fall off. If you have a particular document you use all the time, maybe something you open and update every single day, you don't want it to keep sliding down this recent list, you can pin it to the top so it's permanently available. Let's take the second document in this recent list called Lookup Functions. As I hover my mouse over that file name, notice over on the right hand side we get a little pin icon. When I hover over it, it says pin this item to the list. If I click the pin, that item is now pinned in recent, and I'll also be able to find it underneath the pinned section. And there you go, there it is, super easy to access. So that's what we have on the home page. Now let's jump across to the next icon, which is New. This is where you come to create new workbooks. Again, we have something similar to the New section on the home page. This is where we can quickly create a blank workbook or access any templates we've created. The templates I've created and use are at the top of this list. If we scroll down, this is where we can find the template library. All the templates in Excel are categorized. For example, you might be looking for a business template, something related to planners and trackers, or maybe a household budget. Notice underneath the search box, we have these different categories. If I click on budgets, Excel searches through the template library and shows me all templates related to budgets. Let's click the back arrow to go back. What if I want to search for a template directly instead of browsing? I can click in the search box. Let's say I'm looking for an invoice template. I can hit enter or click the magnifying glass to start the search. And there you go, all the invoice templates appear that match my criteria. Super simple. We're not going to select a template at this stage because we have an entire lesson dedicated to templates. For now, just make sure you know where to go to access them. I'll also explain in that lesson how the personal section differs from the office section. Now let's move down and select the next icon, Open. This is where you come to open any workbooks or folders. If we've created a workbook previously and saved it somewhere, maybe in Documents or in OneDrive, and we want to reopen it, this is where we come. Every time you want to open a file, come to the Open section. This area shows us a list of different locations from which we can open files. Currently, I'm clicked on Recent, and on the right hand side, you can see my recent workbooks. Again, these are the workbooks I've used most recently. If I want to open any of them, I just click and Excel loads that workbook. I also have a list of folders here showing recent folders I've saved into. This helps me quickly navigate to where my files are stored. Underneath Recent, I also have other storage locations like 2 different OneDrive accounts. I can open files from cloud storage here or choose Browse this PC if I prefer using File Explorer to navigate my folder structure. Now, right at the bottom of this menu, we have three options: Account, Feedback, and Options. If we click on Account, this is where we find information related to our Microsoft account. At the top, you'll see your user information. I can also choose an Office background or theme like black, dark gray, white, or colorful. On the right hand side, there's product information, which shows which version of Office I'm using. For example, here it shows Microsoft Office Professional Plus 2021. This is also where I can check for Office updates, very useful to know. Finally, we have options. This is a really important area and one we're going to visit throughout this course. Options let you customize how your copy of Excel works, essentially all of your settings. Here you can set up autosave, check your language, customize ribbons, create your own ribbons, modify the quick access toolbar, and turn add-ins on or off. I've just scratched the surface here, but make sure you know where options are because we'll be coming back often. If I click cancel, notice what happens. It doesn't take me back to the start screen. If I click the file menu instead, I don't get exactly the same screen either. It's similar with Home, New, and Open, but it also has additional options. Remember, you only ever see the start screen in that particular layout when you first launch Excel. So if I close Excel and reopen it, I get back to the start screen. So that is the start screen. Make sure you're familiar with it and that you know where to create new documents, where your templates are, how to open files, how to check your account settings.